welcome into your reading. This is a general message for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So we're gonna just dive in and see what's coming through for you at this time, what your current situation is. I wanted to get started as soon as I could, because as soon as I started to like really breathe into your energy, I was getting a lot of thoughts and feelings. So we start off with some oracle cards, then we go into the tarot. So as the reading goes on, we go more and more into detail and get specifics on your current situation. So because of that, these readings are more long form readings. Okay, so they last anywhere between 30 45 minutes. So if you like that type of reading or content, this is definitely your place. So I have 2 oracle decks here that we're going to pull from. We're going to start off with these celestial bodies and see what's coming through. That's where this card is from. So what was I getting? Oh my God. That's why I wanted to start as soon as I could, because I tend to forget. Yeah, so the feeling was just like I don't want to be found. Like, don't read into me, don't look into me, right? Like, it felt like that. And so I was like thinking to myself, like, well, why? You know, like, why doesn't Libra want to be seen? Why doesn't Libra want to be known or found? And then it felt like a split, like I saw a split, like a split in 2. So you may be feeling like you have to make a decision, or I'm getting like living 2 separate lives or types of lives. Like, you have to show up one way with a certain part of life, another way with another. Does that make sense? So, but it seems very fidgety, very, what is this? Like, I'm busy, or like, you don't even want to tell people you're busy. It's just like you're doing you and you're trying to figure something out. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be bothered. Okay. What's coming through for the Libra, please? Libra. What is Libra going through? What is the oracle card for the Libra at this point? The Libra that I'm picking up on today. Fixed. Yeah, so this is making me feel like you have your mind made up. Okay, so nothing can change your mind right now. You are a cardinal air sign, so for you to get fixed, it's just making me feel like you put your foot down, or no one can sway you a different direction. You know better. You know what you have to do. You know the truth. You've made up your mind. Like, no one can get you out. No one can get you outside, or no one can get you to say yes. I'm getting like, maybe people are asking you to go out or do things, or I don't know, do something specific. Like, somebody's trying to persuade you in one way or another, whatever it is. And it's just like, no, you've made up your mind. Or it's like you're doing something, you've made up your mind, you're doing something. So that's strong. You may have fixed energy in your chart. You don't have to, though, but it's just like stepping into, like, really, like, you're putting your foot down, like strong conviction and immovable energy. Okay, we're pulling from the Soulless Oracle. So I love the artwork on these cards. That's why I use them on YouTube readings, but I don't know them by heart. So you have number 52. Permanent marker. Okay. Erase me if you can. I am hidden in the deepest, darkest places of you. In your dreams, early morning, unconscious awakening, I will be there. Unforgettable. I don't know if this is the energy of like whoever or whatever it is. It's like wanting to shake you, or wanting to bring you outside, or wanting to look for you. That one's big. There's something about, like, because that's what I got from the get-go. Like, right when I like breathed into your energy, like intentionally, I got that. Like, don't look for me. Like, you can't be found, you know, like, you don't want to be found. And so maybe there is a situation here where someone or a group of people are trying to get your attention, to get you to go out with them, to get you to see them. They're looking for you. And maybe you're just like running from their energy, right? Running from them in some way. But this is making me feel like someone is definitely thinking about you, and the memories that you and them have had, the impression that you left on them is very strong. There is something from the past that they want to find, they want to feel, they want to talk about. I think it's also like your demeanor, how you come across, how you carry yourself. A lot of this has to do with the idea of you, I want to say, not necessarily like the reality of you, which is, I think, because I'm a Libra rising. So in my opinion, like how I think about the Libra energy is very much like that, right? Because it's so, like, without even trying, you get the attention, you know? And people, because they don't know you, because you're air and you're cardinal, so you're always like going, there's this intangible, like you can't hold on to you feeling, okay? And so when people think they know you or want to know you, it's like this feeling of they never really get to go into the depths with you. So it's more of an ideal, not the reality. So people are looking for that. People remember that. They have a perspective, a perception of who you are, and they think that they know. And through that, they've just molded this entire character, this entire persona, right? And it's you to them. That's their reality of you, right? Even if it's not necessarily who you really are. So whoever this is to you, you probably know who I'm talking about, or you just have gone through this type of experience throughout your life that it's very common. In your personal energy, this is yourself, right? Like your private, personal, mind, heart, body, soul type of stuff. We'll take a look at your external in a little bit, but right now we're just starting off with that. You have a nice play of masculine, feminine here happening, which is beautiful. Queen of Wands, which is very outgoing, confident, fiery, right? Like wanting to do stuff, getting things done, being of service, like sort of helping their fellow person, or like just being in the scene. They get a lot of attention, the Queen of Wands. They're wild, right? They're like, if you're a woman sitting in a Queen of Wands energy, you're very unattainable, right? This is, once again, for someone sitting, I'm getting this strong. For someone sitting back, just looking at you, could be looking at you like work, right? That's a big one. People looking at you work, you know, especially if you work in a environment where there's a lot of people, or you work out of home, forget it. Like, yes, that happens. I'm sure I can say that. But also like maybe social media stuff, you know, like the things you post or whatever, it does feel like someone sitting back and looking at you. And then the King of Cups, your emotions, at this point right now, you're pretty good when it comes to your emotional stability. You're in control of that. You've mastered that. Okay, you know how to have a big heart, how to love, how to be loved, how to be charitable, empathetic, giving, nurturing, but balancing it out and not allowing it to drain you, things like that. Wow. And the High Priestess. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. It's like very private. You want to stay private, and you want to make sure that your life is yours, right? Like only the people who you want to know about your life will know. Everybody else is sort of cut off, and your life is none of anybody else's business, right? And it's not coming from a place of arrogance or pretentious place or whatever. It's just like what you want to nurture it. You want to take care of what's yours. And maybe you have had experiences where when you deal with other people, when you talk to other people about your life or whatever, their energy, whether intentional or not, like comes into play with things, or makes, like, shakes it up or influences you, or, you know, just brings sort of like negativity, things like that. And so you're trying to take care of it very well here. Okay. I think you know that this is happening, whatever this is in your environment, right? That is looking out for you, like looking for you. I think you know that this is going on. I think you know you're being watched. Like, all of these 3 cards are very powerful when it comes to spiritual higher selves, like a connection to that, the ability to like bring up your personal power, the ability to have this sixth sense or all-knowing sense, right? The Queen of Wands is the witch, you know. The King of Cups, like a male spiritualist, but even though you could be female as well, right? We're blending these together. And then obviously the High Priestess is representing your connection to your higher self, your connection to spirit, and your ability to really be comfortable and confident with your psychic abilities, your senses, you know, the downloads that you receive from the universe, God, source, spirit, from even your higher self, and like how you can use them. The messages that you get from that are very clear. In your environment, you have a Knight of Pentacles. This could be the other person. They're very slow moving, very timid, very quiet, very cautious. Okay, there's a little, I'm sensing a little bit of fear, a little bit of hesitation. But look at that card. You see that? Like, this person that's depicted in this artwork is literally looking around, like as though they are looking for you. What else is in the environment for the Libra, please? You're not very, like, even if you're looking directly at someone or something, whether this is metaphorically or literally, there's still a guard up, right? Like, it's not completely direct. It's not completely directed in your face. There's like armor, you know, like just a cautious preparation just in case someone decides to overstep the boundaries and, you know, just come into your personal space. You're ready to attack. You're ready to defend. In the environment, you have Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Well, yeah, I mean, the defenses are up, and I feel like this person is also defensive. Okay. They think that there is love. They think that there's connection, that there is a possibility for that. There's something about like pristine energy or like perfection, clean, clear stuff here going on. Like maybe they see you that way. They see you, it's like admiring or putting you on a pedestal. You know, I'm also getting something about like they're looking the wrong, like they're looking at, again, it goes back to they think they know you. They think they know you. And I don't think they do. They have this ideal of who you are. And you're looking straight at them and you're just like, you have no idea. right? Like I literally see you. I literally see you watching. I literally see you looking. Like you don't even know that I'm doing that. You know, like they don't know that you know type of feeling. You're trying to observe and be like, what are you doing? Why are you looking this way? What are your intentions? I'm getting that strong. Like, what are their intentions? Trying to figure that out. And maybe you're coming to stuff like tarot readings, or you're doing your own readings, or you're trying to like connect with God, connect with your higher self to figure out what this is all about. Right? Like, it's like, why is this even, why is this person even around? Usually the pentacle, right? Whether it's the page, the knight, the queen, the king, like they're dependable and they're loyal, they're realistic, they're on the ground, they're grounded, right? Have a good footing. They're stable, they're strong, you know, but there's something about them that's elusive. There's something about their motives or whatever it is that you're not very confident about, that you know. And at the same time, I don't think you really want to talk to them much to like really get to know what's up. We're going to pull from another deck and see what more we can get either from this situation or if anything else comes through for you guys at this time. Either way, the wall is up. Either way, there's a disconnect here with the Nine of Wands. There is definitely a disconnect. These two people, these two energies do not go together. They're not on the same wavelength. Either way, stepping outside of this situation, in general, your personal energy is coming through very strong, very powerful, very magnetic. Okay, you may be really confident in your body and in your ability to like really know what you want in life right now, and your ability to go and get it. You may be really confident in your relationships and your love life as well here with the King of Cups, and doing a really nice balance of giving and receiving and following your intuition like to the T. You know, if your intuition is not guiding you, you're not doing it. And there is this thing of split. That was getting that when I first stepped into your energy, and this High Priestess all of a sudden is making me feel that. What is it about the split in your spiritual side or your spiritual self, your belief system? Is it like your intuition is guiding you two ways, or are you second guessing what it's trying to tell you? Are you thinking like, oh, it could be saying this or it could be saying that? Which one is it? Okay, let's go into this. Let's pull some cards here. What is it for the Libra, please? Knight of Cups. There's romance like on the table. There is an opportunity to feel really good with another person, to connect with another person, to feel happy, to feel joyful, to come into union. This is making me feel like home life is really good right now. You feel confident in that. 8 of Wands. Something is fast moving. There's a lot of chemistry, passion, intensity, energy directed toward one way for sure. I'm getting some sexual stuff coming through with the Knight of Cups and how that is depicted there. Is this you and this person? Intimacy, connection, bringing down the wall, bringing down the veil. A completion of sorts for sure. I don't know if you're entirely like present. Even though you're confident and like your mundane self, like your human self is like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I got this, like I'm in control, everything's good, feeling great, feeling, you know, just really good in your body. But like your soul, your private, your internal self is a little off, like far. Like you may be doing a lot of daydreams or like staring off into space sometimes, or, you know, like there's a fuzziness. There's like sometimes I feel this way sometimes. Like if I always say it's like spiritual attack, but I don't know. But like sometimes I'll just feel like there's a cover over my eyes, and I'm just like going around the day just like a little bit of a zombie, or, you know, like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it feels like that. But there's an opportunity to really complete something, okay? Like old patterns, old behaviors, an old situation, like getting out of an old situation, like doing it quickly, coming full circle, you know, like finishing it up. And so it's like, okay, I'm done. This is over. This is finished. Now what's next? I have an opportunity to do this again or come out of it and start something brand new. Getting very, very attracted energy. Like whether it's you that's super attractive or you are feeling that way for someone else, you're just attracting things. Seven of Cups. The Devil. Okay. Yeah, there's this obsessive, possessive quality here coming through. I wasn't prepared to do clarifiers, but I kind of feel like I need to a little bit, just because this is a little bit of a dangerous combo, the Seven of Cups with the Devil. There's the Queen of Wands again. Is this you being... I don't know. I don't think it's you. It's like this lustful energy. Bad girl, bad boy type of thing. Seven of Wands. I got like, your edgy side is coming out. I don't know. It's making me feel like very sensual all of a sudden. Very sensual or like feminine seductress type of feeling. But it also, it's like your edginess is coming out. Like this super confident feminine energy. And fantasizing about whatever it is that you want to attract here. Fantasizing about, you know, naughty things, even thinking about your power and where you want to focus it, right? Like sometimes, depending on where you're at in life, like sometimes we just feel really powerful, right? Like it's coming, it's oozing through our body. And in these moments is when we attract things, is when we make things happen, right? It's when we are strong enough and brave enough to say something, to make a move, to start something new, to end something even, you know, like all of a sudden there's like a click and it's just like, I'm the shit type of feeling and I can do this. Nothing's going to stop me here with this fixed energy. Nothing's going to stop me. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. And it feels very much like that. The Seven of Wands is making me feel like you are definitely fighting some things or needing to overcome some stuff. But I think you have all the confidence in the world that you can overcome it. And for some of you, it does feel like you're doing it a little bit like shady or naughty ways. So I don't know if that means like you're cutting corners to get things done, or you're manipulating a little bit. Or this is like someone's energy in your life. But this Queen of Wands definitely has some stuff to accomplish. Definitely has some things to get done. It also makes me feel like maybe you were in a position or a moment in time where you just couldn't, right? For whatever reason, you couldn't. All these like wants and dreams and even obligations and responsibilities. It was either maybe you were depressed, maybe you lacked the energy, you know, maybe you got sick, maybe you had to work a lot, right? Like there was something holding you back from really stepping into your complete powerful self and really making changes in your life for the better. And even though you wanted to so bad, either health reasons, mental reasons, or even just environmental reasons were preventing you from it. But now it's like you're breaking through that and you're able to come out and really make moves now. Some of you have needed to make big changes in your life to let go of really bad behaviors or even like addictions or vices for health reasons, because age reasons, or it just wasn't adding to the quality of your life, right? Like you're ending some of these things quickly, like cold turkey type of feeling here. And maybe you're sort of like in the clouds about like, I don't think you're there now. It feels like you were there. Like you were stuck. The devil, that feeling of we're destructive, or we let's just say we smoked, or we drank a lot, or we ate a lot, or we had too many partners. We were, you know, I don't know, right? Like my mind is going too quickly for my words, but you were stuck there with the Seven of Cups. Does that make sense? And now the Queen of Wands is able to get out of the control of these negative behaviors, patterns, things like that. Wherever you were, you couldn't get out of it. You were stuck there. Queen of Wands is literally breaking ground and rising above and rising up, male or female here, and really saying goodbye to these old negative ways of living and being. Yeah, for a better life, for more emotional stability, fulfillment, to get what you want. There is a goal. There was a goal. And you had to make some changes in order to attain this. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is giving me the fixed energy. It's like, yes, you're on your way to get what you want. And that may require other people feeling left out or left behind, right? Like all you're leaving is the memory of you because you're on your way to get what you want. And even if this is not this selfish thing, right? Like if you're thinking about it, or like cross watching, that was another thing I was getting when I was, when I stepped into your energy, like there's cross watchers. But anyway, like it's not that the Libra is being selfish and it's just like, you know what, I don't want you anymore because I want to, you know, live my life and like follow my plans and whatever. I feel like it's more of a have to, a need to, right? For the betterment of their life, to have a better quality of living, whether that's internally or externally. Like if you're being left by Libra or forgotten by Libra or whatever, it's not personal. It's because they have to do it. They cannot stay where they were with you, whoever you are, right? Like whether you're a family member, a friend, a lover, whatever. Like it's not personal. It's not about you. It's about them, and they need to make these changes and to keep going this certain direction to live, basically. Okay? It's about like survival in a sense. King of Swords. Who is this person? I don't know if the King of Swords is this person over here. I don't think, for some of you, like you don't know who this King of Swords is yet, male or female. Okay. For some of you, this path that you're on, right? Like you doing away with the old life, the old self, doing away with the vices and the negative patterns and behaviors, rising above and overcoming obstacles and, you know, things like that. It's just taking you on another path. A path of healing. And while you're healing, you're noticing that you're also growing. This Four of Cups is making me feel like, even though the Four of Cups has to do with a little bit of a letdown, during these moments of boredom, of quietness, because I don't think you're stagnant at all anymore. I think you were, but not anymore. But during these moments of quiet, that's where the healing, that's where the growth is happening. So there's a perception that it's like a little blah sometimes, but it's really growth. And if you've been on the healing journey, depending on where you're at, you'll notice that when you get to a moment of like, dang, like I have completely changed and I am no longer the person that I once was, like at all. And all of this other yucky stuff behind you, or your old self is behind you, or whatever. Life is peaceful. Life is calm. Life is serene. But you have to get used to not having drama, not having distraction. It's quiet, right? It's a little boring at times, but it's better than what was before, right? And I think during these quiet times, as you are growing and reflecting, Two of Cups, King of Swords is coming through. And I don't think you know this. Okay. Two of Cups, King of Swords, relationship, potential partner, potential love interest, right? Like somebody new. And if you're in a established commitment, right, then there could be a renewal or resurgence of your bond and your love, as well as you are doing away with a lot of this stuff and growing and changing and doing all of that. There's like this new perspective that either you and your person has on you, or you on them, or both. And I think that somebody is definitely waiting for you to come, right? Watching as you go through this change and supporting, maybe even in the background, right? And just waiting for you to evolve and bloom into this new self of yours, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. I hope that helped somebody. If it did, click the like button. That would really help the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And yeah, good luck with all of this. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.